Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the channel. This is Red Prep and building up to Manchester United visit to Kenilworth Road, taking on Luton Town in the Premier League. Manchester United come in this match at the back of some impressive victories against the likes of Wolves away from home and West Ham United at home. And obviously the last fixture was at Villa Park where they won against the fifth place side Aston Villa, where Villa have been dominant at Villa Park. That was an impressive victory. Even though United were dominated throughout the match, they were able to snatch out a victory from the claws of possible defeat. So that was impressive. United remains 6 points off the top four places, the fourth being occupied by Tottenham Hotspur. Obviously, they're also 5 points behind Aston Villa in the fifth place. So a victory in this match is a must. And if United have to build on and capitalize on the momentum gained over the last month or so, they have to win this, and they have to get 3 points from this away trip. Luton Town have secured some impressive victories over last 3-4 match days, but the last fixture was a disappointing home loss to Sheffield United 3-1. But before that, they won 4-0 against Brighton at home, so they are a dangerous side, like of Liverpool at home with a Tahith Chong goal, and they've also given tough fights to the likes of Newcastle United, Tottenham Hotspur, as well as Arsenal. So Sunday won't be a given for United, and United will have to play competitively. They have to finish their chances and put pressure on Luton Town, who play very aggressively and mostly route one football with the likes of Morris and Adebayo, using their height and strength and physicality to win the second balls and win the headers and the second balls, and capitalize on that. So United will have to be strong in defense and finish their chances, whatever they can muster in the final third. Coming to head, this will be their second ever meeting in the Premier League. Obviously, the first was at Old Trafford this season, where they won. United won 1-0. That was an impressive performance, and United were just trudging along at that point. Right now, they've got the momentum, so they'll be hoping to get that first goal early on, and then can ease into the counter-attacking football that they usually employ at away ends. For Luton Town and Kenilworth Road, they have mastered some impressive victories against the likes of Newcastle United and Brighton, and they also lost 3-2 to Chelsea. That was a tough match as well for Chelsea, and if they had like few more minutes, they could have easily won that match. They were in the ascendancy in the last 10 minutes, so they are a tough opposition and a proposition at Kenilworth Road. For Luton Town, they have conceded 45 goals, so that's a worry for them, and United have been in good goal scoring form over the last month or so. So they'll be hoping to improve their goal difference and get that victory at Kenilworth Road. Luton Town play with high balls, long balls, and try to get the first header from the likes of Morris and Adebayor, and try to get the knockdowns for the likes of Ross Barkley and Ogbene, who's been impressive as well. Their left wing back, Doughty, has been impressive as well with his crossing. So that's the biggest threat, favored mode of attack. And most of the matches recently have been high scoring, whether the losses or they've also won 4-0 against Brighton. So their matches are always full of end-to-end football. And so United will be hoping that they can bring more composure to the match and rest that possession from them and dictate the tempo of the match with the likes of Menu and Casemiro to silence the crowd as soon as possible with that first goal. The danger man, of course, Adebayo has got the 9 goals in the league. Morris has also gotten 6, I think. In terms of assists, they've got the likes of Ogbene, who's a right-footed wing back or right-footed winger also. Doty plays the same position on the left-hand side. He's been playing left wing back for last few matches and has delivered a lot of balls into the box, some quality balls into the box. So he'll be a danger for United. In midfield, they have the likes of Ross Barkley, who is always a threat, running with the ball. He's a good ball carrier, as well as former Arsenal player Sambi Lokonga, who's been impressive as well in terms of physical capacities and his athleticism on the ball and off the ball. Off the bench, they have the likes of Tahith Chong, who's also contributed well this season, even though he hasn't been starting. In terms of defense, obviously they're missing their captain, the club captain Lockyer, after his cardiac episode. Wish him a speedy recovery as well as support for his family. So they've got the likes of Bell and Mengi, who's been impressive, but they have also committed some howlers at the back. So this is something that United can capitalize on. That they are prone to mistakes, defensive errors. So United will be hoping that they can catch them on one of those mistakes that they're prone to. Kaminsky in goalkeeping position has been a mixed bag. He's had some good performances, but has let in some easy goals as well. So that is something United should capitalize on and try to have pot shots at their goal and try to put the keeper under pressure from the very beginning of the match. Let's move to the tactical board and break down the prospective lineups and football structures for both the teams. Manchester United, it is a settled side. Obviously, there is a question mark over the fitness of Luke Shaw. So, in case he doesn't play, I expect Lindelof to play in that position, even though he doesn't seem comfortable. I don't think Wan-Bissaka is fit enough. So, in case Wan-Bissaka is back, Dalo will move to the left-hand side as the fullback, and Wan-Bissaka can play in the right-back position. Apart from that, the team is fairly settled right now. Obviously, in midfield, we have the pivot of Casemiro and Menu, with Fernandes ahead of them. Obviously, Rashford and Garnacho have been in goal-scoring form, with Højlund being the star of the show right now at United. Obviously, from bench, they have the options of Ahmad, Anthony, and McTominay, who's been in goal-scoring form. So, in terms of this match, United are well covered and should get this victory if they play to their potential and start well in this match. Coming to Luton Town, obviously they play with three at the back. Burke has been playing, but I think Mengi will be back for this match, and Osho and Bell will form that triangle at the back. Ogbene on the right hand side and Doty on the left hand side are the biggest threat in terms of providing assists and danger to the opposition. With Adebayo being the proverbial target man, he's great at winning the ball in the air with his height advantage as well as his physicality. He's got plenty of pace as well. Obviously, Morris is their captain and he's a spirited player. Obviously, he'll try to rile up the crowd and bring all the passion to this match. Obviously, Luton Town are a throwback in terms of their stadium. It's got that old traditional look about it, and the spectators are quite close to the pitch. So it must be intimidating, and United will need to calm down and play their own football and silence the crowd as soon as possible with their first goal. So that is how I expect both the teams to line up for this match. Yeah, I have some winnable fixtures coming up with the likes of Luton Town this weekend, as well as Fulham next weekend at home at Old Trafford. Also, they've got Nottingham Forest after that in the FA Cup fifth round. But after that, they visit Manchester City, so that could be a tough fixture. Before that, I will be hoping to get in a comfortable position in terms of race to top four and bag all the 6 points on offer against the likes of Luton Town and Fulham. It's highly crucial that United get the first goal in any kind of away fixture and then settle into their own tempo and dictate the rhythm of the match at their own pace and try to neutralize their attacking threat in terms of high balls and long balls. So I'm really hoping to get the first goal and then play on the counter attack and just pick the bones out of the defense for the rest of the 90 minutes. Inshallah, United can get a victory. We're hoping to continue this rich vein of form and prolong it as far as they can, possibly till the Manchester City game, and then in a one-off match. They'll hope to get at least a draw at City, if not a victory. So, inshallah, this is a victory, and we'll be back with all the breakdown and analysis of the game against Luton Town in the Red Dissection episode. Please join us for that. Until then, take care, do good, pray for all the oppressed people all across the globe. Assalamu alaikum.